It's showing something weird. Hopefully everything's right. Let's refresh this widget. There you go. Gotta do that every freaking time. Come on, XSplit. Let me wiggle the joystick here. There you go. We gotta share out the link real quick. What up, Karut? How is ya? Oh, coffee. Sweet coffee. Elixir of life. Walking in nature. Nice. Alrighty. What am I gonna do? Oh, good freaking weekend. Live. Doing Blissey terror raids. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping the like. Enjoy nature. What up, Murky? Karut, is it like a long nature hike? Are you out in the mountains or like a lake somewhere? What do you mean by nature? Nature. Like the woods out back, or you like on like an hour hike through the mountains, through the peaks. Posted to Facebook. Hold on, we gotta do Discord too. Discord. Gotta make sure the Discordians. Ooh, that is beautiful. Ooh, flame orb doubles, so I should be using. Ooh, that is pretty. It's pretty. All right. At squad, go. Oh, it's the wrong thumbnail. I changed the thumbnail. Dang it. Discord always shows the wrong thumbnail. Alright, flame orb that burns. It doubles Facade's power. But does Facade need to have double power? It looks beautiful. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it after we do. But we have to do, here's the thing. We do belly drum, we are vulnerable. Alright. But if we double the powers. Double power is better. Guys, I'm conflicted. Right now, we still got a bunch of Blissey to do on the map, right? But once I connect to the internet, all of these will change. Okay, so we're gonna solo all of these Blisseys, and then we're going to go online. Methinks. I think that would be the way to go, right? Yeah. Right! Coffee's so good. Why? Who discovered coffee? It's bad because, like, coffee's need kind of arose. I mean, it's always been around, for sure. But, the necessity of it, the way that we drink coffee today is a direct result of the 9 to 5 work week, right? So, a lot about that, like, it just makes me realize that, like, on days like this where I slept in and I got plenty of sleep, the fact that I am, you know, still drinking coffee is very telling. It means I'm addicted. And it helps me so much. And I'm not a person until I drink it. Is it bad? Is that bad that that's the fact? It's the fact. Okay. 3 coffees. Oh my gosh. Because before the 9 to 5 work week, right? Work day, right? So 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. Like before that was instated, people were just getting sleep. They didn't need to rely on a regular work week. Rely on coffee to function. This is so weird. The live chat in my there it is. If I switch, okay. It was just acting up. I wasn't able to see it on this screen. I see it in my XSplit, but on YouTube's like live page for me, I couldn't see the chat. It was a glitch. All right, let's check to see how good that Blissey was. If it was any good. No, that is a release. There's a release. All right. And if anyone is curious, we are hatching Cyndaquil. Ooh, and a reminder that I'm going to be saying this a lot because it works saying it. You know, so it's not me being, I don't know, like I always feel like a shill saying it, but at the same time, it's like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Like and subscribe. The fact that I haven't been saying it because I feel kind of like a sellout doing it, you know, it hurts me. So I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to let people know that they can like and subscribe. Lady Brittany's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. That sounds magical. Okay. Hit that like button. And also to remind everybody, we are hatching Cyndaquil because we got a Hundos Typhlosion last week, and I decided, like, they might as well try to make some more Hundos. Or shiny. Unfortunately, 2 Hundos does not always make a Hundo. It's a sad reality. Okay. Almost to the next Blissey raid. We have arrived. And we're hatching another Cyndaquil. Oh, coffee. I'm feeling a little dehydrated too, so I shouldn't be just drinking coffee, because that would be bad for me. Alas, not a shiny. But is it a Hundo? Nah. Nah. That's a release. I was on my PS4 last night, so my fingers are like confused because it's literally reversed. So like the A button on the Switch is what you press to hit OK, and the B button is what you do to hit back. But on the PS4, where the B button is the X button, and that means go. And then where the A button is, that's a circle button, and that means back. But in Japan, it's reversed. Circle is go, X is back. I know this because I had a Japanese PS3 back in the day, and I'm like, this is confusing. Anyway, so every time I switch between the Switch and the PS4, I'm confused. It's just like, is A the button? Is A really the button? Because that's where the circle is on my PS4 controller. my dual shock. Also, I just realized, but I think Karut tried to remind me. Yes. The reason why I burn is because I have the flame orb, and not because of... I'm smart. Oh. Man, Fling really... So wait, okay. The flame orb that burns is part of the strategy, doubles facade powers. Oh, so I don't need to do anything. Oh. So I thought I had to fling for some reason. It just doubles facade power, period. So I don't have to do a fling or nothing like that. I understand now. I get it. I get it. Okay. So just having Flame Orb doubles Facade's power. Got it. I'm slow, guys. Because I am not fast. Right. Mouse. Nope. Nope. That's a release. Okay. Next, on to the next Blissey. Or no, we'll do Typhlosion. Typhlosion. Ursaring can't learn Belly Drum? Wait a minute. I think it can. Hold on. Ursaring can learn it. It's an egg move. So what you need to do is just have a picnic with just Ursaring and another Pokemon that has Belly Drum. And then make sure your Ursaring has an open space in its moveset. So you got to forget one. And then you just have Ursaring hold a Mirror Herb. So you just have to have a Mirror Herb. And then when you picnic, as soon as you get out of that picnic, Ursaring will learn Belly Drum from the other Pokemon. Easy peasy. Just equip Ursaring with Belly Drum, have it have a free spot in its moveset to learn. Wait, what did I say? Equip it with a Mirror Herb. Sorry, my brain. Okay, so Mirror Herb on your Ursaring. It's that easy. So Mirror Herb on your Ursaring. Free up a spot for it in the moveset. So forget a move. And then just have a picnic with Ursaring and another Pokemon that knows Belly Drum. And it will learn Belly Drum. As long as it's holding a Mirror Herb. Simple. Easy as pie. Do it. Do it. Yeah. You should have been watching my stream when I was training up Ursaring. Because that's what I did. I did just that. Aw, okay. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to shame people. Dude, the important thing is you're watching now. I have a gap in my mustache because I wear a CPAP. I wear a BiPAP machine mask at night. It pushes all my mustache hair out of the way. It presses it down while I sleep, and I gotta brush it like crazy. I tried, but there's still a gap there. I'm eating this protein bar from Aldi, and it tastes really bad. Like, remember how protein bars used to taste back in, like, the 90s? Like, Power Bar? Do y'all remember Power Bar? How gross was that? Anyway, that's what this tastes like, except it's coated in chocolate, so it's a little better. This is when I die, right? Yeah, this is when I die. Commence the fisting! I might die here. Yeah. Second death. I don't know if I'm gonna do this, man. This Typhlosion is not cool. Keeps on using Eruption. The shell bell, it does nothing. I mean, it's doing something, but even with the shell bell and, you know, the grassy field thing, still no match for that cheesy eruption that this Typhlosion is spamming right now. What the hell? Okay, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna happen, guys. That's the third death. Crunch for a ghost. Normally I just fist this guy to death though, right? He's just, it's just RNG right now. He's using way too many eruptions. Oh, for Blissey. Oh, I get it. For yeah, because the facade doesn't work too good on those. But I mean, it works fine enough for me. I can still get by with facade. But you're right, I don't use those other two moves anyway, so. I was confused initially because, like, I'm like, what's the point of having Flame Orb if you're not going to have Fling? And then now I realize, like, it's passively just doubling my facade power. So I can replace those two with Crunch and Close Combat. Which I might do it. I might could. I mean, and by might could, I mean I'm gonna do it. Alright, we just gotta check Discord. What does the Karut say? Belly drum, crunch, close combat, and facade. 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 Wow, that was nothing. That was a whole lot of nothing. BK was pretty solid as Burger King. That's what, you know, Burger King does. I mean, it helps me be regular. I'm not gonna say too much, but I may have clogged a toilet. I'm just saying. All right, this is a release. Okay. It's a little TMI, but it was yummy. It was yummy, engineered, manufactured quasi food, which I welcome. It did its job. Yes. All right, let's look at our Ursa ring here. Let's get a move set. We just need to change fling to crunch and taunt to close combat. All right, so first things first. Let's sort. Let's put facade at the end here. We're replacing these two middle guys. Right. Change moves. Remember move. Do we know crunch and close combat? We should, right? How? How do you have neither crunch or close combat? Right? Am I not seeing it? I'm not seeing it. Because it's not there. It's not there. Right. Crunch and close combat. Started playing Pixelmon this morning. You ever tried Pixelmon on your PC in the past? I've not. I've not tried Pixelmon. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Alright. Crunch. Use this item. Yes. We're going to replace fling with crunch. Yes. 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 And I'm assuming if we're at crunch, we don't have close combat. So we're gonna have to find a Pokemon Center. Where? Oh, where? Here. Yes. We fly to this spot. What's Pixelmon about? Is it like Pokemon? Is it like Pokemon? PNGs on the TMs? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Wait, we're going back here. Duh. We're going to the TM machine. The machine. Machine squared. Are we in close combat? Yes. Yes. That one. Alright, we're gonna replace taunt. Yeah, in this game they got pictures. We got pictures. Okay. Alright, so our Ursa ring is complete. Let's go find us another Blissey. This one right here. This one right here. Why come these are not near any, like, convenient spots to go to? You know what I mean? Why come I need to drive a long ways from the waypoint, from the fast travel point? Gotta ride my bicycle all the way over there. You know? I get accosted by low kicks all the time. This Howlucha is gonna be like a problem. In a second, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna give you problems. I don't want peace. I want problems. Okay. Alright, we almost there. We almost there. like looking out on the horizon and seeing assets rush to to draw. Like the draw distance is so bad, and it's like holy crap, he looked up. He shouldn't have looked up. Don't look up. Don't look up. You're gonna see things that aren't loaded yet. The Switch is like, don't hide this. To a piece from your book and hatch eggs while raiding. There's a ton of running. Yeah, which is why this is why when I raid off stream, I tend to hatch the good ones. We did hatch a hundo on the stream finally, because all of them has been hatching off stream. Stream. Guy. All right. So what was this? What was you saying about? It's steel and the crunch for ghost, close combat for steel. Cool. Belly drum. I'm on fire. It's important. It's important to be on fire. So that when I facade. Boom. Gonna make sure we stay hydrated. Alright. We got some terror shards. Not a whole lot. More candy than shards, but I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, we haven't looked at our inventory yet to see how many shards and candies we've had accumulated over the years, over the decades. Alright, so last time we got a ton of shards from that Blissey event, but we did do change a couple terror types in there. So let's first check if this Blissey's any good. It's not. Okay. And then let's look in our inventory. Let's see. So candies, we've maxed out large experience candy. So we can't get any more of those. As far as all of the terror shards go, gotta go quite a ways to get to terror shards. All right, so we're high-ish, but we're not close. Well, flying terror, we are close to maxing. But these are the numbers, guys. These are how many terror shards we've gotten, and these are all pretty much from Blissey raids before. So the last time we had the Blissey event, we got mad terror shards. All right. I guess we head to this dude. Is that our 6-star? Or is that just a dark type Blissey? Ooh. Nice. Nice. Ooh, a TM. Reversal. Piece of candy. Piece of candy. Guy. Yes, I am climbing probably too high up this mountain, but you know what? Better than going around. Now we're about to walk through a mass outbreak of Frostlass, but it's cool. We got 2 shiny Frostlass, so we don't need... We could ignore this mass outbreak, for sure. Leave me be. So, ooh, an NPC. NPC we haven't battled. He's just been waiting up here on this mountain. Wild Bull Transport at your service. What say we have a quick battle? I mean, that's not the services I thought Wild Bull Transport would be rendering. But okay. Okay. Kill. Kill. Guess I wasn't wild enough. You're wearing a t-shirt. This is the mountains. Are you not cold, sir? I did not see... Didn't see this little punk. Little punk. They hide in the snow. Jerk. Right, we've arrived. Thought I saw a sparkly. Was there not a sparkly over here? No. What are you? It's a Blissey. It's a dark type Blissey. Alright. Do. Load screen. Nintendo Switch doesn't want to load the screen. Okay. Battle. Belly drum. I'm on fire. Again, the dazed animation of these Pokemon is the same exact animation as in Mortal Kombat, right before you do a fatality. You know, they're both kind of doing this. Might need to zip up my hoodie because Orson is here and he might want uppies. Okay. Dark Bug, Psychic, Dark. Okay. It's a decent amount of Terra Shards. It's not quite the abundance of Terra Shards we're used to. Okay, you want uppy? What do you want, boy? Oh, what do you want? Do you want pets? He wants uppy. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here, my boy. My sweet cutie boy. Oh my gosh. He's so freaking cute, guys. I can't tell you how cute the boy is, but he's so cute. Get your foot in there. Why are you being difficult? This is your home. Don't you want to get in your home? Okay. Boogie. Who's my good boy? Are you my good boy? Okay. This Blissey is a release. Got a little fuzzy wuzzy on my tongue. This is from my boy. From kissing my kitty. Sorry. That came out weird. Right, psychic type. Here we go. Wee. I am over it. Over it. And we overshot a little bit. Psychic. Who's a good boy? Are you the good boy? You the good boy? Facade. That facade didn't do the damage that I wanted it to do. Facade. Bam. There you go. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. You guys can't see him, but he's so cute. So cute. So cute. You see the back of his cute little head. You're a good boy. Ooh, Fire Terra, Water Terra, Grass Psychic. More candy than Terra. It's giving me candy that I can't take because I've already maxed. So that's a problem. Ew. 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 It's gross. It's grossa. Is that a sparkly or is yeah, it's a sparkly. We gonna get that sparkly real quick. It's a hyper potion. Nice. Alright. Where the Blissey at? There's so many Blisseys on the map. Goodness. Alright, we're gonna get that fairy type. Fast travel! Okay. He's all tangled up in my headphone cable. It's been a minute since I've been here. Since we used to come here to do HP training. But then I realized you can do you can train all your EVs in Area Zero. Oh my gosh, what is that face? What is that face that you're making? Oh, it's so cute. But yeah, we used to come here and just like get all the chancy. Ew. Ow. Just a decent 5 out of 6. I don't need that in my life. It's hundo or no. Hundo, shiny, or no. No. L. Ow. It's gross. Hey, buddy, you're like all tangled up in my cable here. We're gonna have to move. There you go. Yeah, it's under your arm here. There you go. Good boy. You got untangled all by yourself. You got untangled all by yourself, boy. You're such a smart boy. So smart. Okay. So the cable was like under his arm. He literally just lifted his arm up and he shifted over. And I'm like, it's a smart freaking cat. Yeah. Niantic, it's not... Here's the deal. Niantic does a licensing agreement for their stack, their location stack. Most of the development is on the licensee's side. So, like, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, that was mostly Warner Brothers making that game. They built it with support from Niantic. But, so it's not that they are spread thin, for sure, you know, supporting all these other games. Because they do provide the technical support and other things, but game development mostly on the side of the licensee. So the NBA, they hire developers that work with Niantic to develop their game. The Hasbro with the Transformers game, they work with Niantic to develop, and other developers third-party developers that they hired to develop that game. But then Peridot, that's entirely internal. That's Niantic's project. Yeah, like this game with Capcom they're developing, again, it's Capcom does most of the development, working in conjunction with Niantic. But it's more just a focus on the fact that like their main product is always going to be that stack. So it's not even like oh, they're spread thin. They are spread thin, but it's more that they don't care about the individual IPs that are built on top. Like Pokemon was the thing that they care about because it brought them public. It made like with the power of the brand, it's what made Niantic what it is today. You know, separate from Google and everything else. And with Google's support, though, Google was still like a huge stakeholder in Niantic, but it's a separate entity now, and they did that solely due to the popularity of Pokemon Go, and they were basically just kind of going on this IP's, you know, they were just holding on to its coattails basically and riding it up. Now, it's not that they want to destroy what they've created, it's that they don't care about it. Like it's just a small factor in the overall scope of things. For them, the most important thing is the stack and maintaining the integrity of the stack. That's their product. So they're not really too concerned with appeasing the fans or customer service. Customer support's been trashed from day one. Like, it's just been unacceptably bad. And that's mostly because, you know, like, either... I don't blame the customer service staff. They're more than likely sitting, like, doing 20 chats at a time, you know, so they're pretty much... The way they set up their customer support is already... They're setting them up to fail. But yeah, it's just not their priority. And so their priority is the stack. Their priority is that data. Because people are willing to pay like a crazy amount of money for it. And they'll do the development side as well. So Warner Brothers did all the development for Harry Potter Wizards Unite. With support from Niantic. Pokemon is kind of their tech demo, where they show everybody, like, look at this. It's a huge tech demo with, like, billions in revenue, but not their priority. And they're making it very clear it's not their priority, which is stupid, because it's their only successful IP. They've not succeeded. I mean, you could argue maybe to an extent that Ingress was a success, but, like, really, they're not good at supporting their IPs. Like, Ingress' success is nowhere compared to their Pokemon Go success. So the fact that they've opted to ignore their players, it's like, good luck, man. Like, they're hemorrhaging. They're hemorrhaging players right now. You know? With this silence. It's a stupid, stupid move. Because you got people like me who, you know, like, I kept playing because of FOMO, really. And, like, this kind of thing of, like, oh, that's a Pokedex entry. Or these things, I need to have these, you know? There was a little bit of motivation. Like, the second I stopped playing it was when I realized, like, I don't need this. I don't need this game. Which is, like, it's a tragedy. But, like, if you want to keep your user base, you let them feel... You prevent them from understanding the reality that they could do without it. By adding things that they want to do. Like, it's literally, like, that's how you maintain the life cycle of a product. And they're just, at this point, they're like, we don't want to add anything. We just want to take, in fact, we're going to take stuff away. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe Monster Hunter might give them a shot in the arm for a second, and then that player base is gonna be like, oh no, sorry, this is dumb. But I mean, a lot of mobile companies, that's how they develop their mobile games. A lot of mobile gaming companies, they'll keep making the same game over and over again, and it's got a limited shelf life. Like, at some point, your users are gonna get fed up with spending $90 like a week on your game, which is that's the model of a lot of games, and then, like, they'll create a different one. So, like, if you take, like, Epic War, for instance, they had this game called Game of War, and as soon as, like, a Game of War, it ramps you up pretty quick. Like, because it's always... Game of War was like one of these war games where you build up your base. And then your base is like all these resources and whatever. And you need resources to grow. And the only way to get resources at a certain point is to attack somebody else's base. And so people's bases were vulnerable unless you had, like, shields or whatever else. You fortify your base. But the thing is like, if you're not online... and somebody attacks you enough, they'll set your base on fire and take all your stuff. And so, that game was like, it had like a kind of like barbarian kind of aesthetic to it, and but it was basically you build it up, and then at some point it became like you have to buy packs to maintain, to be able to function. You can't free to play this, and so the initial packs are like $4.99, you know, and then once you buy a $4.99 pack, the $4.99 packs disappear, and the only packs left are the $19.99 packs. And then once you buy a $19.99 packs, those disappear. The only thing you get are the $39.99 packs. Once you buy one of those disappear, and the only packs you can buy are the $99 packs. And like people start buying these, and like the people to compete with other folks, because there are folks who play these games. I don't know where their income is from, where they get the money, but they'll buy like 10 or 12 packs at a time. And so to even compete in those games, like you have to buy packs. And there was like, I was playing one of these games, and there was like an underground pack dealer who, I don't know, like whether they were just in a country where the prices were lower. They'll be like, I can get you the $99 pack for $60. And so like people would go to their pack dealers and like give them access to their, like, all their stuff. Anyway, companies like that, at some point everybody stops playing that game, because nobody, like, you can't sustain it, because people, there's a very small amount of people who are willing to pay the amount of money to play that game. Like, people were like mortgaging their houses. Like, I remember, because you have guilds, so like you join a guild of other players, and that adds to it. Like, your guild, they'll protect you, but you have to contribute. You know, you have to be able to battle. So when that game is eventually, inevitably, you know, got to the point where no one was playing it, and also the way it's built up, you have a state. So you're in a state with a certain number of users and a certain number of guilds, and then there are other states. And at some point, those states can go to war with your state. That's the inevitable ramp up, is like the states go to war with each other. And some of these states have been around for you know, months longer than the other ones. Anyway, so that goes on for a while. And then what happened to Game of War, because it, you know, just started, no one was playing it anymore. They just made the same exact game again, and they released it, and it's called Mobile Strike. And this time it's the same exact game. None of the gameplay has changed. Some of the art assets are different. So like Mobile Strike was more a modern warfare kind of situation. And at this point, they've got billions of dollars. So they're hiring Arnold Schwarzenegger to be in their commercials. They're doing a lot of promotional marketing. And then when Mobile Strike gets to the point where people stop playing it, they get a license to do a Final Fantasy game. And they made a Final Fantasy game. Same exact game. None of the nothing's changed. Everything's the same. Except you're building, like, it's got all Final Fantasy skins, and all the characters are from Final Fantasy. And a lot of the same people who played Game of War were moving on to play Mobile Strike, and moving on to play, I don't know where these people get money. Like, I don't know how. Like, but they just went ahead, they kept buying packs and whatever else. And my theory was that the developers were doing it. Like, it was just like somebody working for Epic War was going in and buying tons of packs. And like, well, no, we're not buying it. I mean, they were, you know, clearly they're working for them. Because every game I was in, there was always a certain archetype. So like, if you join if you work your way up to like the top guild or something, there are certain archetypes in those guilds. They even have the same usernames. There's always a Black Widow, and they have like a very specific character story. And like, it's just like, it's bizarre. Like, there's always like, anyway, though there are mobile companies that do that, and I feel like Niantic's on their way to just doing that. You know, just making the same game over and over again, and having different, just every time one game starts to hemorrhage players, they just create a new one. And there are a lot of companies that's how they maintain, that's how they sustain themselves. Anyway, all that being said, like I used to play a lot of Mobile Strike. I went broke doing it, so that's don't get involved. If there's ever a game that you start playing where you have to create an HQ and you've got resources to farm like food, steel, wood, all that stuff, don't play it. Don't even get started, because it's just gonna be like, you can't free to play those games. Even though I'm technically playing one of those right now, but it's different because the game that I have, they have peaceful states where the people all agree in that state that they don't attack certain guilds. So like if you're part of a certain, and I'm part of like one of the protected guilds, so I don't have to worry about shielding 24 hours a day. But yeah, like once that game starts to get crappy like that, I'm quitting, because that's not something I need in my life. But I'm convinced all those games are made by the same company, because there was a Black Widow in one of the guilds there too. And I'm like, this is... She had the same story, and I'm like, hey, do I know you? And there's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, could just be a really common username, but anyway. Niantic's, like, here's the thing, like, when I started playing Pokemon Go, I was like, what a relief. Like, the packs are, you know, they're all different prices, and it doesn't change. It doesn't force you to go to the most expensive one every time. And I'm like, this game is very affordable compared to the last one I was playing. And so, like, whenever somebody would, like, be like, oh, the Niantic is gouging you for money, I was like, they could be making a lot more. They could be making Mobile Strike levels of money. I still don't think their prices are like money gouging. The thing that they're doing, for me, like the thing that they were doing with the raid passes is like they were making more money before because they weren't limiting you to 5. You know? This is more an issue of them protecting their stack. So they make it less appealing to use remote raid passes. So people will go out and give them valuable user like location data for their stack. And I'm like, F that, I ain't giving you jack squat. Also, they're trying to do augmented reality. Even though, like, the thing that they released to show us what you can do with AR was so crap. Like that stupid egg game. Like, why are you releasing this? This is like the garbage. Like, this is the second half of a expectations versus reality meme. Yeah, it's like, but that's what they're working on right now. And they actually did some decent work with like occlusion and stuff like that with their tech demos at South by Southwest. You could see like, you know, the objects in the foreground were occluding things, and it was kind of, it was interesting. Like, that's the one thing, that's the one kind of barrier to entry for augmented reality is especially you're limited by the cell phone camera. So things will only look as good as that cell phone camera can capture, but also there's no occlusion. So like, you know, basically they'll place it in space, but it'll block anything that's in front of it, you know, so like it ruins the illusion of immersion. So once they added occlusion to it, like if there's like a bench or a person walks in front, they occlude the, so like let's say somebody walked in front of your Pokemon, you could see that person, it walks in front, you know, in space. And like, it's interesting, like it gives you a deeper immersion, but it's still super janky. Like they haven't gotten to the point where like the edges were clear or whatever, you know, but it was still very impressive, like seeing occlusion done live. It's just not being implemented in any of their games, because it was a tech demo. But yeah, that's the next part for them. Is not is pairing this location data with augmented reality, because now they've got 3D scans of locations provided by the, you know, crowdsourced to us. We provided them with tons of great 3D AR mapped stuff. So now, you know, now geographically they could say, well, sorry, we have a 3D map of this area here in this geographical space. So now if somebody were to do like an AR photo, now we can implement occlusion stuff. So now we know there's a pole here, and there's you know, there's a sign here, and so these signs will now occlude in 3D space whatever object we drop in that 3D space. They haven't implemented in Pokemon Go or anything, but that's like the goal, I guess. And so, but yeah, they're moving on to different projects. They want it to work in other projects, and it's just a mess. But the minute they get occlusion right, then their products are gonna look freaking stellar. Just the amount of processing power involved is probably a little bit beyond where we're at, but we're close. But yeah, that's their value right now. They're just looking at AR as the future. I think this is our 6-star. Another thing before this, for me, missing a community day was a big deal. Like, that would be like, oh crap, like I can't make a video. Being able to miss community days, freaking liberating. You should try it sometime. Everybody should try it. Miss a community day. It felt so good to miss that community day. Oh man, my wife and I, we went out. We tried a new restaurant. We ran errands. We went for a beautiful walk. You know, like it was fun. It's a Gummy. So it's a double dragon. Let's see here. Well, it's not a GIMME. It's Gudra. It's a Gudra. This is just dragon. Dragon. Well, I wasn't even catching Pokemon. Like, I literally haven't. I open the app only if, like, I see that an egg's about to hatch. So if I check the widget in the Pokemon Go, in fact, I've been running, so it's probably about time to hatch. But that's the only time the app opens, is just to hatch an egg and then put another one in a free incubator and then close the app. I'm not even playing. Out of principle, but it feels like, here's the thing: if an egg is hatching because I was jogging, or on an elliptical or whatever, I'm not giving them any location data because I'm on an elliptical, right? It's just my Fitbit is counting the steps as well as my phone, and that's how Adventure Sync works. But like, as far as playing the game, I'm not actively playing it at all. Alright, so we're going Ice Dragon Fairy. Do we have any pure dragon counters? Ooh, actually, let me check this guy. That's a... Hold on, we need to transfer. Where did that Scyther come from? Get out of my life. Forgot to release these guys. Oh, what the hell? All right. Dang it. All right, enjoy it. Enjoy it, Austin. Okay. It better be a hundo. If it ain't shiny, it better be a hundo. Nope. It's a release. Release. Okay, Gudra. We need a good dragon, like a pure dragon counter, because it's Dragon, Terra, Gudra. So we're looking at Ice Dragon or Fairy. We don't have any ice, do we? We don't have Ice Terra. You got Fairy Terra. We've got Appleton. Ice Dragon or Fairy? Fairy fighting? It's not the best. Ooh, Baxcalibur. That might be a candidate. Let's see what happens. Alright. Time to do our 6-star. I don't know what Gudra drops. But hopefully we get some Herba, maybe. Maybe. No. That wasn't good. Let's see. Let's see if we use a dragon move. Okay, that did something. But I'm still gonna get one hit by... My Dragon Pulse is gonna one-hit me. If it one-hits, I'm quitting. Yeah. Oh, it's close to one-hitting. Oh, no. Am I gonna be able to get a Glaive Rush off here? Nope. Okay. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Dragon was a bad idea. Especially with Dragon Terra. No. Double works against you, because its dragon is effective against dragon. Alright, so ice or fairy? We're gonna go with that. Fairy is probably the best one. So let's see. Let's see what we got. We have one fairy move. What? Also, its IVs are awful. Should we try a Azumarill? See what happens? What is the moveset? Belly Drum, Liquidation, Rain Dance, Bounce. So no fairy moves. That's a no thanks, buddy. What do I use? I'm kind of SOL on this. Sliggy. Sylveon. I don't have one. I mean, I have one, but it's not built for this. We're gonna try. We're gonna try with the one fairy type move on this guy, because it's got the fairy type resistance. And if not, we move on. We just move on. Oh, it's grass though. Eek. Oh well. Ugh. I'm poisoned. Time to heal. Watch it nullify. It's gonna nullify this round. The healing did nothing. Whatever, see what happens. Wow, that was not quite the effect I was hoping for. And we fainted. Well. Nullified. Great. Oof. Big oof. Alright, well now that a nullify happened, we'll try to do 3 calm minds. If he keeps using sludge bomb. Let's get use sludge bomb again. Ugh. I don't know what to do, man. I can only get 2 calm minds off. It did nothing. It did nothing. Okay, yeah, this time to quit. We're gonna quit this. And we're gonna bypass. We're not getting Gudra today. Run away! Bump, 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 bump. Not shiny. Let's see. Let's see if we get the hundo, though. That's what we're hoping for, right? The hundo! Not a hundo. Okay. Like and subscribe, and maybe we'll get a hundo. If you hit that notification bell, the chances for hundo go up. I think, yeah, that's what happens. Not shiny. Ich. You know, I didn't check PV poke for Gudra. Yeah, it's the power of the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Let me check real quick what they say good counters are. I don't necessarily trust them, but if I type in, they're saying Iron Valiant, so weird though. Yeah, it's fairy fighting with Fairy Terra. My Iron Valiant is fairy fighting with Fairy Terra. They're saying this is the strongest counter. So we were using the strongest counter. It's just the IVs probably need to be hyper trained. Also, is this built properly? Yeah. HP special attack. Anyway. So it was the correct Pokemon. I wasn't. I think it needs more hyper training for sure. I just don't know if it's worth the bottle caps to just get a 6-star Gumi. But maybe, possibly. Okay. Where'd the Gimme Ghoul at? There he is. Blissey. Oh. Rock type. So we're still going to be using Facade. Nice. I'm on fire. Okay. Facade. Wow. Sweet. Oh, it's a shiny. Oh, I was like, is that it? Because it's bad. And I was about to transfer. I'm like, oh. I don't think it's these ones. Where's the... I hate that it, like, goes to, like, the next box. Like, could there be, like, specifically just go to a specific box from now on? Okay. Guys, BRB, I gotta go potty. And refill my water bottle. Okay. Whew. What a relief. Where are we going? A dragon terror, Blissey. Holy crap. But my water bottle is blocking. It was blocking the map. Right. God bless me. Thank you. Why, thank you. Thank you for the blessings. Oh, my water bottle's at the shop. Okay, put it over there. Okay. Dragon. Battle. I like when Blissey uses Heal Pulse, even though it heals Blissey too. But it also heals me and sets me on fire, which is what I need for Facade to work good. Bam! He's on fire. Right. Ugh. Getting a little bit of a headache. I feel like it's dehydration. Last time I got a dehydration headache, I went to the emergency room. For them to be like, you're dehydrated. I'm like, well, great. I've met my deductible now. It's like, I met my deductible for my health insurance in that one emergency room visit because they were doing a scan of my brain and they're like, how can we maximally charge you for all of this? It came out to like the deductible, which I was on a high deductible plan. Fake being a priest in one of your D&D sessions. Bless you for the entire session. Plus, bless my dice. You just, with holy water, you blessed it. Okay. Ugh. Bye. It's funny because we went on. I decided to change my healthcare plan to a high deductible one because, like, we were thinking we might, start a family, and if you start a family, like, you will meet your deductible very quickly. Oh, Murky, where you at? Are you in a socialized healthcare system? Yeah, it is very costly here. So, but once you meet your deductible, everything's free. So it made sense if we were trying UK. Okay, yeah, we don't have the what is it called? The NHS. We don't have the NHS here. We has health insurance, so it means that going to the emergency room and getting a CT scan on your brain costs $3,000. But the irony being, the first year that we set up the high deductible health insurance plan, so that, like, for her, because it's individual. So, like, you individual on the plan who get who meet their deductible, then all their health. So, like, if Christine met her deductible, all other medical expenses are covered. But if I but I still have to pay for doctor stuff because I didn't meet my deductible. So we technically went high deductible health plan in case she were to get pregnant and, like, that, all those expenses there. And the irony being, the first year, I'm the one who met my deductible because I got a migraine. And I thought it was more serious than just I didn't drink water good. But yeah, anyway. So every time I get a headache and I'm dehydrated, I'm just chugging water. Because I don't want to meet my deductible this year. All that to say, I'm getting a mild headache, but it's mostly probably because I haven't hydrated enough yet. And I'm drinking a lot of coffee, which does the opposite. Yeah, like yeah. Health insurance in this country, it's a big scam. But you need it because of the health insurance companies, hospitals charge crazy money for procedures that, like, they will overcharge on purpose. Like, it's all part of what they do. In fact, Vanderbilt, which is the university here in Nashville that has, like, prestigious healthcare system, whatever. The Vanderbilt University Hospital, they will overcharge you for everything. So, like, I've switched over to this Yeti. It's not very big. I think, what's the max capacity? I don't know. But the problem is I had a giant jug of water, and that thing didn't fit any cup holders. And after a couple of, after a few weeks of just, like, banging around in the back of my car, it broke. It was one of those jugs that had, like, had markings on the side that were times of the day. So, like, by like 10 a.m. it should be over here. Oh, like by 10 a.m. you should be down to here, and then by noon, and then by 6 o'clock it should be empty. That's the whole deal. But, like, that thing just was not. They're not built to last, and, like, it doesn't fit any cup holder in your car, so it's just gonna bang around, and it was leaking and all that stuff. So, not the best. What was I talking about? Oh, Vanderbilt. Okay, so I met my deductible. Vanderbilt, I go in to meet my neurologist who does my sleep stuff, and they still charged me a copay. And I found out later, like, they were not supposed to. And I told them I met my deductible, and they're like, you still gotta pay the copay. And then I found out from my health insurance company, like, a year later, like, yeah, you should not have paid that. But that's par for the course for Vanderbilt. They will overcharge you for stuff. But, like, every hospital, if you go in for a procedure, well, I mean, not for you, Murky, because you don't get charged for it, but like, every hospital, they'll overcharge for everything. So you gotta look up. They have websites here that specialize in. They have websites that just specialize in showing you how much that hospital charges for specific procedures. And then when you look on the bill and you see that procedure and they've charged about 4 times as much the average, you bring that up, and then they go back. They go back and they consult their finance people. If you give them enough, like, if you give them enough pushback, they'll do that, and they're like, oh, actually, yeah, this is this much money. And they knew the whole time they were quadruple charging you for that. And if you hadn't said, because they know that most people don't say anything. And it goes even further, like, freaking, they found out that Cigna, which is one of the health insurance providers in the US, they were using an algorithm to deny people coverage that is supposed to be covered. Because the algorithm, like, did a calculation of the likelihood that they would contest it. And also they make contesting these things so impossible and such a pain in the butt, like, it's months of just going back and forth, that they just figured not denying these covered claims will net us so much more money than the hassle of, like, than the amount of expense it would cost to actually, you know, deal with people challenging the denials. Because most people don't challenge claim denials from the health insurance company. They're like, okay, I guess it wasn't covered, and I'll pay, like, whatever, the $150 this cost or whatever. Because a lot of people, they won't do the runaround. They won't do the 3-month runaround. So it came out because there was a physician who was being denied one of his claims. And the physician was like, I'm a physician. I know that this is covered by the health insurance company. And so they went back and forth for 3 months to get the claim reversed. And at some point, he was even like, like, if I didn't know as a physician that this was a covered expense, I wouldn't have bothered going back and forth 3 months to get my $150. But that sparked an investigation, and the investigation uncovered that they have an algorithm that denies covered claims based upon the likelihood, like the cost-benefit, like the cost-benefit of analysis of, like, if they were to challenge this, it would cost us this much money. If they don't challenge it, we just, like, these thousands of claims that we're denying that are, like, maybe like $200, $300 a pop are netting us crazy money. And that came out as an actual thing that probably more than just Cigna is doing. Probably all the insurance companies in the US are implementing some sort of a, like, algorithm to deny claims that are covered legitimately, because most people wouldn't bother, like, with the process of challenging the denial. It's real scummy, crappy stuff. But it's like the hospitals are dirty, the insurance companies are dirty, everything sucks. But you also don't have any junior doctors. Boy, we don't have any junior doctors going on strike here. So there's that. What type is that? Is that dark type? Should I be using close combat? I'll use close combat. Because even like, we don't have junior doctors here, but we have, like, you know, doctors who are out of their internship who are finally, like, MDs and stuff. They make a good chunk of money. Whereas junior doctors are making, what, like $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year? It's not good. It's not good. And the NHS is learning pretty. They're getting a harsh reality check, because they realize that junior doctors are doing most of the procedures for them. It's kind of like, yeah. Let me refresh this chat because it's a little bit behind. So, like, you say that about the doctors over there. It's like COVID's not as big an issue now as it was before. But still, like, my doctor's gotten used to doing virtual appointments. So all of my doctor's appointments that cost me like $120 a pop, right? They're all virtual. Like, all of my appointments now with my doctor, where he recommends like blood pressure medication or whatever else, like these are all virtual, which is like kind of bonkers, right? You're thinking like, and I appreciate it because it's like, this way he could see more patients, and also I don't have to go into the doctor's office. But I'm paying a lot of money for these virtual appointments, you know. Well, yeah, isn't like the NHS in crisis right now because of all these junior doctors going on strike? Or have they resolved that? Have the contracts been resolved? Because it kind of seemed like the healthcare, you know, was kind of, people were not getting seen and everything else because all the junior doctors were striking. I don't keep up with y'all's news, but I heard I heard the junior doctors were striking all over the country. It's like, because you gotta study. There's a lot of study involved to become a physician. And, like, that's a lot of money. Still the same? Man. Yeah. Here, we pay our doctors well, but... but they still do their darndest to get every cent out of you. Like, no matter what. No matter how much... Like, this procedure... Like, it normally goes for, like, maybe $300. They'll be like, it's $4,000 today. We're like, what? That's more than 10 times as much. And that's what they'll charge the health insurance company. The health insurance company will be like, okay, we'll cover this much. And so now you're stuck with a bill that, like, the health insurance like, we're only covered $300 of that, right? So now you're stuck with this giant bill. And because people don't stand there and contest it, because if you contested it, they go back and be like, oh, actually, yeah, it's this much. You know, maybe it's only $1,000 now. You know, it's like, it's just, like, you arbitrarily come up with these overcharging, like, these numbers. There's no regulation. Anyway, that's a health insurance. That's the healthcare in the United States right now is just completely bonkers. It's all the insurance companies. It's hard for me to, like, speak out too much because that's one of the main industries in Nashville. Like, one of the main industries, hiring everybody in this area are health care companies and health insurance companies. Eye test is free, but oh wow. Yeah, health and vision, dental and vision. I'm not going to perpetuate the stereotype. But I thought that over in the UK, they really needed their dental. Don't y'all have jacked up teeth? I'm just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke. I got jacked up teeth. I had braces. I had a fang, and they moved it back here to be in line with the rest of my teeth. You don't want to pay for it, though. See, that's the problem. We just... It's always striking. You see, like, an actor on the BBC, and they're like, you know, or like a presenter, and they're like, gorgeous person. And then they open their mouth, and it's like, what? What the heck, bro? You're a presenter. You need to get them teeth fixed. I mean, it's hard. Like, Niantic's learning the lesson, too. Like, people don't want to pay for things they used to get for free. It's also like, the social reform, yes, it's good, but at the same time, you're... No such thing as free. Someone has to pay for it. Well, like, at the same time, you lose all your good medical professionals, right? Like, they want to go where the pay is better. I don't know. That's just my thought. High taxes, that's true. But the problem is when you have... When you don't have social reform, and you live in a place where things cost money, like a lot of money, your taxes still go up. You still have high taxes. In fact, the taxes just, it's as if we had socialized healthcare. That's the taxes here. And it's like only, the only way to get around it is, you know, some kind of business scam, like you take out a business loan that's like the entirety of your worth, and then you counter, you get to the point where like you've got these huge expenses, so you don't have to pay tax, but you're still making a crazy income off of that loan. So like Elon Musk does this thing where he doesn't get an income from Tesla, but he's taken out a massive loan to like based upon the value of the stock, and just paying off that loan, the interest on that loan is to the point where like it's less than what he's getting from the stock, or no, it's less than the increase of value in the stock. So basically every time he pays off that loan, he's making money. He's making millions of dollars. I don't know how it works. I don't know finances. I know there's some kind of scam going on so that we don't have to pay tax. I think that's but middle class, you know, upper middle class all the way down to lower middle class, we're the ones paying the taxes. And like the higher up the bracket you go, like the more money you make, the more they charge you. Until you get to like insane money, and then you don't get charged at all because you figure out all the rich people ways to not pay tax. That's right, Karit, you get healthcare from your... Is it something like you work for an American employer or something? And you get healthcare through that, or is that... Am I mistaken? Is that... Or is that somebody else? I don't remember. I don't remember. Ooh. Nice. So you participate in the scam. that we in the health insurance scam that we got going on. That must work out at Treat, actually, because, like, you get... I mean, you have private health care, and I'm sure they don't try to inflate the fees as much over there that they do here, right? Or maybe they do. I don't know. Like, hey, today, this catheter that normally we'd pay you like maybe an $80 add-on, it's gonna be a $500 add-on. Nice. Wait, so you don't... So you have a version of the NHS, so do you just pocket the money? Catheter. Did I mention catheter before? I used to work for a cardiovascular research company. I made videos for them. And so there's a lot of catheters involved there. Oh, you go to private when possible. Okay, cool. So you get seen. Alright. Bammy wham. I don't know how we got on this topic. Oh yeah, that's why I was getting a slight headache from being dehydrated, and reminded me of that time I had to interact with a really, really corrupt, broken health care system here in the U.S. Oh, broken AF. We're also in an employment crisis here in the U.S. Like, it's hard to find people to work, especially in healthcare. So, as far as, like, registered nurses and everything, especially in emergency rooms, there was a story that came out where a head nurse, she had, like the emergency room was crazy crowded, and then... And they had some people call in sick. So the night shift, they had 2 nurses for the entire emergency room. And so normally what you do is you call into, there's like a house mom in your hospital. It doesn't matter if it's a man or whatever, they call it house mom. And house mom will see if there's anybody in the hospital that can cover. So they'll send somebody from a different wing, like nurses or whoever, technicians, to go, and they'll do triage or whatever. They'll register people. They'll take, blood pressure, healthcare readings, and then they'll check people in. And this was one of the hospitals that had they had a major hack that had happened, and so their system was down. So their computerized system, they weren't able to like see, at a glance, who needed care more than other people, So this head nurse was kind of overwhelmed, and she tried calling, like, they had like a ambulance company that they worked with that, often they'd send some people over to cover in the emergency room, and they were swamped. And so what this lady ended up doing is she called 911, which is, I guess it's 311 where y'all are at. It's the emergency number. She called it, and she talked to emergency, and they were like, "Yeah, can you send some people? We're swamped here." And the 911 operator got an ambulance to go and send 6 people to help them out. And that's just like really telling, considering like we're not, you know, it's not a socialized healthcare system. We don't have the NHS here, and yet that's still happening. Where the lady had to call 911. She had nothing else, like no other options. It's like, and it made news because people were like, "That's ridiculous that she had to call 911. We can't staff an emergency room anymore." The Great Resignation, also like very underappreciated. Like they're probably paid a lot more than they are in the UK, but it's still like not enough to deal with that kind of treatment and whatever. Especially from a population where like there are just a lot of people who don't want to get vaccinated, they don't want to wear masks, and it's like you're an emergency worker and you're constantly being exposed to these people who would have been fine, and they're crowding your emergency rooms. They all just, you know, they all quit. 15 hours on an ambulance, another 4 hours to get to a hospital. That's crazy. But because I have a high deductible health plan, if I did call an ambulance, I don't have to pay my deductible. So there's that. But it would be orders of magnitude more than my deductible. Granted, my deductible is high. It's very high. Anyway, BRB, I gotta pee. £1,000. No, 1,000 euros? Is that euro? Oh no, 1 pound. 1 pound? Why did I read 1,000? Is that a euro? €1. I don't. My deductible is $3,000. I have to pay $3,000 before I get free healthcare. And that's for each. So a singular euro. What is excess? What does that mean? You gotta pay it? You gotta pay a euro? Oh, okay. Your deductible is a €1? What? Wait, what? I'm sorry. So for both me and my wife, okay, each of us has to reach $3,000 before we get free health care. So, like, if I reach $3,000, all my health procedures are free. But she still has to pay for hers until she reaches $3,000. $3,000. In this country, $3,000 is pretty quickly. You could pretty quickly reach that if you go to an emergency room. Like, we started going to this one doctor, and they text you how much it's gonna cost beforehand. Like, they're like, hey, you could opt in or opt out of this procedure if you want to, because this is how much it's gonna cost you. Let's be like, your out of pocket fees to this week will be 1,000 something. I'm like, great, that's fine. That sounds totally normal, and not freaking bonkers. We've done all the Blissey, guys. We've done them all. We've done them all. We've complained about Niantic, the NHS, the U.S. healthcare system. We've done so much today, guys. I feel like cheers, everybody. Hats off. We've done a lot today. Stuff. Sometimes, like, in movies, like, you get the suspension of disbelief, right? When you watch a film. I feel like now the suspension of disbelief is this character, they had to call an ambulance and they went to the emergency room, and you're like, my suspension of disbelief is that this didn't financially ruin this character. That's my suspension of disbelief. You're not financially ruined after this. I'm just checking to see if the time's correct. Sometimes you gotta do it twice, because you're not sure you saw it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure that the time is correct. You know? In fact, the time's off by 4 minutes, so we gotta fix that real quick. Okay. Just checking. Just want to check that the time is correct. That's all. Wait, what? Game, what the hell, game? Did they patch this? They didn't patch this. There's no way! Wait, crew, so, like, after you pay the €1, is it free? Or is it, like, discounted? Like, you get a better deal or something. Because, like, so we have other plans. Like, the high deductible, like, is the one I chose. But then there are other ones where the deductible is, like, $500. And then once you meet your deductible, everything is, like, 20% less or something. Like, you get a certain discount on stuff. Karut, the date and time trick's not working. What's going on? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? There it is. So I just had to do it 3 times for some reason. I need to get on Karut's corporate plan. My deductible needs to be €1. Please. Please. I just show up and the doctor's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's €1. It's €1. He's like, this, why are you giving me this money? Doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So I take American dollars only. No, you will take this €1 from me. I go to Mediterranean place and I'll get €1 and I'll hand him the What is this? It's €1. It's, you know, it's lamb in a pita, you know? You know what, Blissey? You're starting to get on my nerves. Speaking of euros, I could go for €1 right now. I mean, my wife will probably want to go get breakfast, but I want €1. I want lamb meat. I want lamb in a pita, please. Somebody shave some lamb. Put it in a pita. Put some lamb in a pita. Yeah. Here in the US, we have a lot of good food, right? But we don't have like the quality of like the kebab shops that y'all got, like the kebabs. Y'all have kebabs and curry shops. We don't got none of that, man. I mean, we got Indian restaurants. We got Greek Mediterranean food. We got places like there's a good place by my work called Kebab Gyro. I freaking love that place. Some good freaking food there. And then they got places called like Kebab Gyro things here, like around my neighborhood, but it's always gross. It's always like dry and disappointing. Seriously, like I wish curries were what they are over here. Like I could just go get a curry on down the corner or something, you know. But it's not. It's not. We don't have that. It's not a thing. Like we have Indian restaurants. We got some very authentic ones too, because like, you know, we got a lot of great immigrant communities here in Nashville, but like on the whole, we don't have like they're not like very abundant fast food like that you can get anywhere. You know, I can't just go to a Nando's. You know what I'm saying? I just can't because we don't have. We do have chicken shops. Nashville, we pride ourselves in our hot chicken. So what they do is they take a fried, they take chicken, right? they mix up a bunch of peppers in oil, right? And like hot peppers. And then what they do is they deep fry the chicken in that oil. So they bread and deep. They also, the breading and the batter have spices in them as well. They deep fry the chicken in that hot chili oil. And then after deep frying, so now you got like gross, like gristle and spicy chicken stuff, drippings all up in your oil. They take that oil and they drizzle it over the top. Right? So even if it's doesn't feel spicy eating it, you now have this thing sitting in your stomach, like this oil, chili oil. And then you just like explode diarrhea and vomit everywhere. And that's a Nashville hot chicken experience. I mean, let me tell you. We have this place called Hattie B's here. It's kind of seen as like the most commercial version of Nashville hot chicken, right? Like you got the originals, and then you have Hattie B's as sort of like this sort of touristy kind of, you know, it's the most palatable version of hot chicken, right? And they have certain, like, they just have really excellent branding, basically. But like Nashville natives will be like, this isn't the original hot chicken, and it's not even hot to us, right? But they have different levels. They have mild, they have hot, and then above that they have something called damn hot, and then above that they have something called shut the cluck up. And my first time going to a Hattie B's when I was here, I got the hot, and I was like, this isn't hot at all, you know? And the second time I went, my brain said, you got the damn hot last time, and it was nothing. What I didn't remember was I didn't get the damn hot, I got the regular hot, and it wasn't hot at all. So what I did the second time is I ordered the shut the cluck up, which is like exponential jump. And I sit there and I'm eating it and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, yeah, this is great. It's a little hot. It's a little bit hot, but it's okay. And then after I start biting into the second piece of chicken, like I feel it. Like I feel sick in my body. I feel like I start to like hallucinate a little bit, and I start sweating profusely. And my friend gets up to go to the bathroom, and it hits me right there. It hits me so hard that I don't remember doing this, but he tells me, you ran past and pushed me aside and ran into that bathroom. And I'm not going to go into the gory details, but every orifice. Violence from every orifice. It sounds like a band name. That would be an awesome band name. Violence from every orifice. But that is what happened. I went to the most commercial version of hot chicken in Nashville, and I got their hottest chicken. The chicken that they give you a free bumper sticker for. So I got a free bumper sticker. Okay, so after violence from every orifice happened, I made my way out to, out of the restaurant. I don't remember much after that. Like, my friends were like, yeah, you just sat with us, we had fun, you're very, like, you seemed a little off, but it was okay, right? I don't remember any of that. All I remember is that, like, 4 hours later, I was throwing up into a garbage can in Centennial Park at night. Like, I'd somehow made my way to Centennial Park, to the place where, the triple lure Pokestops were. So, like, everybody hangs out there. Like, nobody was there. I was alone at night. It was 10 o'clock. It was dark out, and I'm keeled over this garbage can just puking my brains out. And I'm like, I have no idea how I got there. Like, I have no idea. And I'm just like, oh, this is strange. So, that was fun. So yeah. And word of warning, you go to like Prince's or you go to one of the legit places where like Nashville hot chicken was invented. Where was it invented? I forgot the name of the restaurant. They're hotter than Hattie B's. I don't even go near super like they have their names make sense. They don't have like something called shut the cluck up. It's just hot, extra hot, super hot. I don't even bother. I don't even bother with the extra hot. I just go to hot. I don't care. Like, hey, this doesn't feel spicy to me. That's fine. I'm not gonna hallucinate later. That's because it's that oil. It's just that hot oil that's in your stomach the whole time. You know. But yeah, it was a little too much spice for me. I was having a bad time. I was like Bobby Lee on Hot Ones. You know, except I didn't crap my pants. But almost. Almost. It's just that moment on Hot Ones where Bobby Lee goes, "Oh!" And Sean Evans is like, "Ah!" It's like the look on Bobby Lee's face, like, I shouldn't have leaned forward. I shouldn't have leaned forward. It was the look of like shock and surprise, because I don't think he was expecting it, but also like horrified. And Sean Evans' look is like, ah! Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, my sweet boy. Hold on, I gotta battle this Blissey. Gotta battle the Blissey, and then I'll put you in my stomach. Okay. I'm gonna eat ya. Come here. Come here. Come here, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Get in my hoodie. Yeah, this is where you live now. That's where you live. This is where you live. We're gonna do facade. It's not a spicy story, it's a gross story. The story of violence from every orifice. We need to start that band. Violence from every orifice. Hey, buddy. I can't remember the name. There's like the soul food place. It's like a very famous old established soul food place here in Nashville. And they invented, quote unquote, like they supposedly were the originators of the Nashville hot chicken. Like it supposedly originated there. Let's see what Wikipedia says. We got some Terra Swords. History. They're saying that it originated at Prince's, which is... Yeah. We got a Prince's near my house. Dun, 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 dun. It's generally accepted. The family of Andre Prince Jeffries. Fisting type. Fisted to death. Rage fisted to death. Be the name of the first track. That's truly violence to every orifice. Well, to one orifice. Oh, wow. Rage Fisted to Death is also another great band name. Okay, so they're saying it's Prince's. So legend says, it's impossible to verify, right? But the development of hot chicken was an accident. His great-uncle Thornton was purportedly a womanizer, and after a particularly late Saturday night out, his girlfriend at the time cooked him a fried chicken breakfast with extra pepper as revenge. Instead, Thornton decided he liked it so much that by the mid-1930s, he and his brothers had created their own recipe and opened a barbecue chicken shack cafe. That's funny. That is funny. So I think it's a toss-up between them and Bolton's on who originated the hot chicken, but I think a lot of people claim that Prince's is the original. Anyway, so not Hattie B's. Even though Hattie B's has better branding. It's more corporate. It's more corporate. They jumped the shark. Hattie B's jumped the shark. Oh, where was the thing? There it is. There's another thing over here. I'll go get it. Get it. Where you going, buddy? You want out? You want out? Okay. Rage Fisted to Death. That's a great name for a song. Like, but just make all the lyrics are about, you know, bringing Annihilate to a Typhlosion terror raid. we should try to get an AI to make that song, because I don't have a death metal band at my disposal. Right. Anybody want to get in on these Blissey raids, or is it cool that I'm just soloing them all? I could host. Y'all could join in if you want. Maybe violence from every orifice might be too many words for a band name. Maybe we just call it orifice violence. Rage fisting. Rage fisted to death. Alright, we're gonna start hosting these. The next one. What up, Austin? Yeah, man, we came up with a band name. Round 6 and 7s. What are round 6 and 7s? Ooh, look at all the terror shards. Alright. Alright, so the band name is Violence from Every Orifice. Because because that's what I described my experience, my Nashville hot chicken experience. The time I accidentally ordered the hottest spiciness. There was Violence from Every Orifice. And then we're like, that's a great band name. 6-star and 7-star raids? No, I haven't. So, yeah, we could do those. We could, like, jump to those first, actually. And then we decided... Where's the last night in here? They'd probably be super into the violence thing. I don't know, violence from every orifice was it's a different story. I was just like, I don't want to go into the gory details here. But... after eating that hot chicken, I was violence from every orifice. Let's just jump to the 7-star and the 6-star. Here's 7-star. And then Murky suggested that the first name be Rage Fisting. Well, their suggestion was Fisting Typhlosion to Death, which I liked, but then I thought Rage Fisted to Death would be a great name for a song, you know? So that's my modification to the song title is Rage Fisted to Death. And then the song will be purely about using Annihilate to fight a 7-star Typhlosion Terror Raid. That's Rage Fisted to Death. And I would fit the violence to every orifice. Well, the name was violence from every orifice, so that would be violence to an orifice. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna do 7-star Typhlosion Terror Raid. Link code VFBV2H. Yeah, Annihilate. Yeah, that's Rage Fisted to Death. Oh, you mean Annihilate killed itself? Rage Fisting? Is it that too? VFBV2H. Like and subscribe. Oh, gosh. I feel so weird saying that every time, but you gotta smash like button. I would always make fun of those people. It would be like, smash the like button. Oh. It's commitment. Fisting yourself to death. Okay! Right. Is that everybody? We're ready to go. Let's go. Let's go! Okay. Wait, you fisted yourself? It's your job. Sorry. Okay, yeah, RNG is not in our favor right now. Oh no. Okay, this is when I die. This is when I die. He's gonna follow that with an eruption. Oh no! Okay, yeah, there you go. I live still, somehow. Not for long. Oh no, bulk up, what the heck? Oh, I still live, somehow. Wow. Wow. I'm alive! Is this your doing? Is this the Gudra helping me? And we die. Everybody die. There goes our timer. There goes our time. Just going away. Why is Rage Fist doing nothing? Oof. Bam! It's gonna use Eruption. No, play rough, okay. Okay, I'll take it. We did it, everybody! Wow, the lag is crazy. It just Murky did a fatality there. You know, it was already fated, and Murky just let off a Rage Fist at the end there. Fatality. Okay. I should just be naming the stream Rage Fisted to Death. See how quick it will get demonetized. Not safe, not for children. It's definitely not for children, guys. If the algorithm tries to say this is for kids, you just show them the part where I say Rage Fisted to Death. Alright, our 6-star is Bug. Bug Terror. Let's see what it is. Fly to that spot. Seriously, like, it's probably lag, too. Like... It's freaking better than Decidueye. Decidueye was a jerk. There's an Ursa ring over there. Oh no! we're going down. Alright, what is it? 6-star is a Farigiraffe. Alright, so we're looking Farigiraffe type. It's dual type. We're looking at Psychic and Normal with Bug Terra. So Bug Terra, we're looking Psychic, Normal, Bug Terra. Ugh. Don't have the right Terra type for the counters. Corviknight's correct types. Let's try Corviknight. Alright. You guys ready for this Farigiraffe? Bug Terra Ferret Giraffe L9 J9 V9. Here we go. Probably regret leaning on PV Poke for this. Their suggestions are kind of questionable. L9 J9 V9. Right. Karut, will you be joining? Also, what do you suggest I use? Because I use a Corviknight. I don't know. I don't know what to use. For the fatter giraffe. Oh wait, hold on, that's wrong. I typed in giraffe rig for some reason. Let's try it now. It's saying T-Tar, rock type, spirit tube, steel, Corviknight, flying. Yeah, I don't have the right counters. There you go. I'm gonna go Corviknight. Just cause. See what it does. See what it do! This also suggests King Gambit. Kind of regretting not picking that. But, Karut can carry, right? You can carry. You can carry. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Let's go. It's showing that Rock Terra T-Tar would be like the best one, but I don't have one. I have a T-Tar with the wrong Terra type is what I have. Okay. Here goes nothing. Screech, I guess. Do Screech. Yeah, let's go for the drill peck. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this drill peck's not doing much. I mean... It's like barely chipping away. Thankfully, you guys are here to do most of the damage. I'm just here not fainting. That's my job. Not fainting. That should do a little bit more now that the shield's down. Doesn't do very much. Drill peck is not very effective. Even though it says very effective. It's a lie. Oh, okay, now I faint. I died. But y'all got this. Y'all got this. Look at that. Sweat. And the game is lagged. Okay. Get that ferret giraffe. Better drop me some herba. Does ferret giraffe drop herba mystica? Well done, Murky. Yes. I agree. Bammy wham. Ability capsules. Look at the ability capsules. But no herba. Alas. Alright, 6 and 7 out of the way. No, you did some stuff. Right? Sure. Guy. I didn't faint, except for at the end when I fainted. Guy. Let's do an electric Blissey. Going to do the electric Blissey. Oh, we should check to see if this ferret giraffe's worth keeping. Probably is. It's 5 out of 6, right? It's got to be at least 5 out of 6. Where'd that ferret giraffe at? Yeah, 5 out of 6. Decent. Not my favorite kind of 5 out of 6, but whatever, man. He goes in the good IVs box. Right. I'm going over there. No, stupid. I jumped. Yeah, the healing was very good. Thank you. I noticed what you did. I saw what you did. Okay. Bammy wham. Right. Group time. You got an electric Terra Blissey. 1L295V. 1L295V. I don't know what my wife wants for breakfast, but I want a gyro. I want a gyro. It's like, like I'm obsessed over it. It's sort of like how you know, Tony Stark wanted shawarma, like in the same way. Like I just really want it for some reason. I really, really want it. And we weren't even talking about that. You were talking about money. You were talking about you're talking about €1, and I'm like, I could you for €1 right now. I go for €1. I would like €1, please. In my belly. I will eat that euro. One time I was in Houston, Texas, and I was visiting my friend Stan, as he lived there at the time. And we we went to this diner. It was like in this big old house, like this big house. And we sat down and they served us something. We saw something on the menu called the deep fried euro. And we're like, what is that? So we both ordered it. And it was like, they made a euro. And then they battered it. And then they deep fried it. The thing was so freaking good. So amazing. Oh my gosh. Like just, it was so good. Holy crap. Like I wish they had that here. Deep fried gyros are amazing. Oh. It's Greek and Scottish all at once. It's like a haggis, but not nasty crap. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding to all the Scottish people out there. No, it's nasty crap. Let's see. Deep fried euro near me. Google, get me a deep fried euro near me. No, they don't serve that anywhere. They serve gyros. They serve regular euros. But isn't like haggis just like deep fried disgustingness? Like entrails and stuff? Like stomach? Or is it not deep fried? Am I not thinking about what is Scottish and deep fried? Like a lot. I thought everything was, but I'm just confused. I've never had haggis. Judging by most people's reaction to it, I probably never will, but maybe. I'm intrigued by all kinds of food. I would like to try everything. Except lutefisk. I will not try lutefisk. Okay, that facade did nothing. Okay, we're... I mean, that's the American way, too, though. We deep fry everything as well. Like... So... If you're familiar with the Canadian dish, poutine, it's chicken, french fries, and cheese curds covered in gravy. And it's kind of like a Canadian staple. It's amazing. They like their cheese curds to be extra squeaky, you know? Did I not belly drum? Why is my facade not doing anything? Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Oh. So I went to a hockey game. I went to see the Predators play at Bridgestone Arena, and I noticed at the concession stands that they had poutine, and I ordered it. And it's the same ingredients: French fries, chicken, cheese curds, covered in gravy, except every element of it was deep fried. So the chicken was breaded and fried, and then you had the cheese curds were breaded and fried, and you covered it in gravy. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't authentic poutine, but it's so good. It's like, I didn't think you could improve on poutine. You just deep fry every element of it, and it's way better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Canadians. But yeah. Like, I'll take me an authentic poutine any day. Delicious. You know, French fries, like perfectly fried French fries. You know, chicken, grilled chicken, and some amazing squeaky cheese curds covered in gravy. What could be better? I'll tell you what could be better. Deep fried, like fried chicken, fried cheese curds, French fries, gravy. can't get better than that. I remember I was at New Jersey State Fair, and I was working the event, so I was doing some brand ambassador stuff for Coca-Cola, you know, minimum wage kind of like summer job kind of dealy, and I stopped by. They had this one cart where they were deep frying everything, and you can get deep fried Twinkies and deep fried Snicker bar. And, like, normally when you go to, like, a state fair and they give you the deep-fried Twinkie, it's, like, mostly bread, right? It's mostly breading and dough. Like, and there's a deep-fried Twinkie something, like, in there somewhere, but it's not, like, the best thing you've ever had. It's kind of like an afterthought. They put too much batter on it. They over-battered, over-deep-fried it, whatever. This was not one of those stands. This was like, it was a crusty old, you know, like, state fair looking kind of situation, but on the inside, these people were making art. Like, just like the most delicate, beautiful batter around that Twinkie, deep fried to, like, they were monitoring these things. And the way that they deep fried the Snicker bar, I was amazed, because, like, it didn't melt. It was like, they've got a Snicker bar in batter under extremely hot oil, and it's not melting. And I'm like, you guys are artisans. And then the presentation, it was incredible. Like, yeah, they put it in one of those, like, one of those carnival trays, like those little checkered trays. and then powdered sugar. And for the Twinkie, strawberry jelly, a strawberry jam on top of it. And then for the Snicker bar, powdered sugar and a drizzle of Hershey's chocolate syrup. And it was a revelation. Like, I was like, you guys are artists. You guys, this should be, like, this deserves a Michelin star. I was like, this is, like, I don't care that I've lost, like, 4 minutes off my life. I would eat this again many times. But then I saw real artisans at work. You want to see real deep frying artists at work? Go to the Minnesota State Fair. And, like, you know, I marveled at how they deep fried a Snickers bar. But at Minnesota State Fair, they'll deep fry a stick of butter in front of your eyes. You're like, how? How is this possible? How? Right? Like, it's like a stick of butter, dip it in batter, and then they put it in the deep fryer. And it doesn't melt. It's just like, it's perfect. And then you take a bite, you're like, it's butter. It's butter. Holy crap. This is the best thing I've ever eaten. All right, L6SP1G. Like, people criticize Paula Deen, you know, back, they have good reason now to criticize Paula Deen, but back when she started on the Food Network, right, and she was all about butter, and, like, she'd make a recipe, and as she's cooking, she'd just take a bite out of a stick of butter, on camera. She'd look at the camera, go, you know, and, like, people would just make fun of her, and, like, I made fun of her. I was like, that's hilarious. She's just perpetuating a stereotype, right? And then, like, freaking I go to the Minnesota State Fair and I eat a stick of butter and I'm like, this is so good. I get it now. Minnesota State Fair, that's a place where, oh my gosh, like, the worst stuff for you, but the finest delicacies on the planet. Like, they have these, like, they have these places where everything they serve you is in buckets. It's not like a human serving. So if you want chocolate chip cookies, like, you're going in there, and they're basically, everybody gets a bucket. Like, and so they've got this conveyor belt behind them, with just, like, whole sheets of cookies, and they're just unloading whole sheets of cookies, like 4 or 5 of them, into this bucket, and they hand it to you. And that's your serving. That's your serving of cookies. And like for a mile radius around this cookie stand, because they have multiple ones on different sides of the fair, and like for mile radius around, like the ground into the asphalt is just it's like a cookie pattern, because people have dropped so many cookies and they've just been trampled flat. So the whole ground is just coated in cookies. And because it's not a waste, because you have a bucket of them. And because there's so many cookies, you don't even notice the cookies dropping on the ground. I was like, and it looks like they had just paved this area with cookie, but no, those are real chocolate chip cookies that have been trampled flat into the ground permanently. I was like, we took the big, so they have like a little tram thing that goes over the fair. So like you just get an aerial view of everything, and you look down and you can just see the cookie flooring all around the cookie stations at the different parts of the fair. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I ate all the things I ate when I was at the Minnesota State Fair, guys. Like, oh my god. Like, if you have a chance to be in Minnesota in like August or July maybe, I don't remember. Minnesota State Fair is a must. But everything you get is in buckets. Right? So like I got a bucket of fried cheese curds. It was amazing. But it's like a bucket. It was like holding a bucket in front of me, just eating cheese curds. Oh. Now I wonder why I have high blood pressure and stuff. Like, I'm on all these medications because of the Minnesota State Fair. Because of all the fried things that I've consumed. So good. You guys ever watch Jimmy Kimmel Live, like, but like the first season of it, when before they lost their liquor license? So they had liquor, that was the thing. Like it's late night TV on ABC. It's just like all the other late night talk shows, except they drink on this one. So and like they would set records every night for because for like that first season of Jimmy Kimmel Live, Snoop Dogg was the co-host. So Snoop Dogg would always be there, like sitting in the couch next to Jimmy, and as the guests go on, Snoop Dogg he was like the Andy Richter to Conan, was Snoop Dogg to Jimmy Kimmel. And it's like Jimmy's like, the producers just informed me that last night there's a limit to how many on-screen shots of liquor that we can actually do. And apparently we beat that by like 5 last night, so we gotta chill out. Well, it depends on how it's battered. Like if it's overly battered, then yeah, it's gonna be bad. But man, anyway, they had an episode where they were clearly hammered at this point, and they were just like, their guest had written a cookbook. This like old Southern lady, like this like fat jolly grandma, and like it was like she had written a cookbook on deep frying, and so they had the deep fryer set up and everything in the studio, and they were just making things deep fried, and like they had different items. Like they had a Subway teriyaki chicken sandwich, which is like at the time being marketed as like this health food thing. So like it's a healthy thing you can get. And they just deep fried it. And Jimmy took a bite. They battered it and deep fried it, and Jimmy took a bite. And he was like, oh my gosh. And like the lady was next to him. And it's just like a moment of comedic greatness, but also they were drunk. He turns and he French kisses this woman in the mouth, like just like he's just like, oh my gosh, and he just like just kisses her in the mouth. And it's just like such a great moment for a talk show. Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel Live now is very different from where it started. But you know, Jimmy's all, you know, he's using all the powers of ABC to like do things like get celebrities to like shoot films, like blockbuster level bits for the show and stuff, and Guillermo and all that. But back then, it was kind of like just ragtag. And then they lost their liquor license because an audience member had thrown up. But there's a lot of vomit talk today. This stream's a lot of talking about vomiting, apparently. But man, it's early days. Jimmy Kimmel Live was amazing. But alas, like, it can't be a train wreck like that anymore. You know, you gotta have structure. You gotta be able to talk to celebrity guests who want to come on and like actually have a conversation with somebody who's not drunk. But the audience wants to see. I remember one time the censors had given them a problem about like consuming too much alcohol, and so Jimmy like just sat there and he was like, he's like, guys, tonight I've decided, you know, instead of drinking alcohol, I brought this. He pulls out a carton, and it says goat milk on it. He's like, I brought this carton of goat milk, so that we could drink this instead tonight. And he opens the carton and pours it, and you see clear liquid coming out of the carton into the cup. He's like, yeah, goat milk is clear, guys. And I think that was the night where they exceeded the limit amount of on-screen shots that you could take of alcohol, shots of alcohol. And like he's like, Snoop, do you want to try some of this goat milk? And Snoop's like, sure. And he takes a sip and he goes, not because it was goat milk or nasty, because it was vodka. And he was just like, ooh, like, yeah. I wonder if they have those episodes up somewhere, because those were classics. But just the episode with the old lady who had the deep fryer cookbook that he just like French kissed. Cause the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich from Subway, breaded and deep fried, was the best thing he had ever eaten. They also did something like he was so drunk and he was trying anything that like he went up to the first row and a guy had a Rolex on. He's like, give me your watch. And he breaded and deep fried the guy's Rolex. He's like, yeah, the studio, like, you know, ABC had a problem with that too, so, because they had to pay for that guy's watch. But it made for good TV. It was like, he just grabbed a dude's watch in the audience and deep fried it. It was like unintentional genius, that first season of Jimmy Kimmel Live. You know. LMDG 5T. You know, because he was like, look, this is what you paid for. Like ABC, you got one of the hosts of the Man Show to host your late night talk show. We're gonna drink. We're gonna get wasted. But alas, now it's very, like, Jimmy Kimmel's like skinny, and he does a very official like talk show. It's not crazy at all. Anybody want to join LMD G5T? What's up? Oh, it's dark type. Dark type, do we use something different than facade? I think we still use facade, right? Right. Jeez, we've been going for 3 hours. There's a lot of freaking Blissey. Alright. Oh, so cute. Yes, you are. You're the cutest boy. My cat is the cutest cat. Nobody cuter than Orson. Nobody. Nobody. Fred was being super cute yesterday, too. Christine brought out, like, one of their cat toys, and, like, she was just wide-eyed staring at us. And I was like, that is the most adorable, stupid face on the planet. She's our dumb girl, but she's cute. She's so cute. It's like, the thing is she looks dumb. Like, she's got a derp face, but she also is dumb. Okay, she's not a smart cat, but when her eyes are really wide and she's, like, amazed by something, it's like, that's the cutest, stupid little meow meow ever on the planet. Right. But Orson is just a handsome boy. So beautiful. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. So he's just a beautiful cat. Like, it's just beautiful in the face, like, you know? And Fred is just cute because she's dumb. She's a dumb looking cat that's very cute, but also dumb. She's a dumb cat. So that doesn't help. The fact that she's really dumb doesn't help. But Orson's a smart boy. He's a smart boy, and he's conventionally beautiful in every way. Yes, you are. He's a little bit of a chubbers, but that's my fault. I feed him too much. Oh, he's hiding. Look at him. Look at him hiding. His head's inside my hoodie. Oh, there he is. There he's come out. Come out to play. He's like, look at me. Bask in my beauty. Yes. If you guys follow the Orson and Fred Instagram channel, which I haven't posted to in a long time, but there's some beauty shots of this boy. He's a model. Like, he'll win over anybody. Like, my mom did not like cats at all, you know? And my sister had just gotten a cat, and it was having issues, you know, like it wasn't properly spayed, and like the doctor had half spayed it. Like, they did half the job, and so, like, she was like in heat, and there was a lot of issues, and so my mom was like, I don't like cats. I don't like cats. And then she came over, they stayed over here, and she's like, I like this cat. This one I like. I like him. Yeah, I didn't understand what a beautiful boy I had until I took him to the vet, and they were like, oh, who's my handsome man? And I was like, he's a handsome cat? Like, yeah. Freaking look at this aesthetic beauty. Look at this beautiful face. Yes. Yes. Anyway. But now I know. Now I know he's a beautiful boy. Yes, you are. Grievard is bad. They should not have invented Grievard. Grievard should go away. Grievard's a bad Pokemon. That's a release. Alright. Blissey time. This water. Water Terra Blissey. If you want to join XGLCNW. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that 6-star ditto. Just let us know the code in the chat and we'll do it. I'll bring my level 1 Magikarp for it. Oh, you bring the carp. Sorry, I'll bring. I don't know. I'll bring Iron Hands. Or Meowscarada. Okay. Got it. Okay. Got some shards. Got some shards. Alright, Karut, we are ready. Once we get through these screens. Once we get past this lag, load screen. Load game. I think after the Ditto, though, I think I'm donezo, because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I haven't had breakfast, and I want a gyro. I want a gyro. I want a gyro. Alright. PWS38T. Do 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 beat boo. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I haven't been to the Terra Raid Battle Search page in a long time. This was before we knew about the reset screen. Right. No, don't. I picked the wrong Pokemon. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say all ready to go. That was my bad. I think it'll still work, right? It's level 1. It's a level 1 carp we're going up against, so should be fine. Should be fine. Right. Let's force the habit. Force the habit. Does not matter. We got a level 1 Magikarp we have to face. It's gonna be a hard battle, guys. bit of a struggle. I'm not even gonna use belly drum. Bam! It didn't even get to struggle. Another 5 out of 6 ditto. Chances are high for a hundo though. Not that high, but higher than when it was a 5-star. Go. Let's check it. Let's check it. Ooh, sweet herba. Yes. Got some sweet herba. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Cut. Thank you, Karut. We appreciate it. Oh, it's only 5 out of 6. Do we keep it? I don't think we keep it. Sorry, I'm releasing this ditto. We have 2 hundos, and well, we have 3 hundos. One of them is Japanese. Karut gave us. All right, guys, thank you for your help. Thank you for joining in on these raids, and thank you for tuning in and liking and subscribing and doing all the notification bell things. I will be back probably Monday. We'll see. But I love your face. Thank y'all. I'll see you guys. If it's Monday in the AM. It'll be an early morning stream. So, peace out. Love your face. These are